What's up, what it is, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel today. I hope y'all doing good. Y'all, I'm doing alright. And look who I got with me today, y'all. I got the twins. Okay? So this is Ella and this is Emery. So they here today. So they want to take naps. They supposed to be napping right now. They was like, oh no, I'm always about to be in this video. So you guys, while I have them here, I'm going to do their, I guess, when I got pregnant with them up until when I had them. So we're going to talk about them today. But, you guys, I have fried shrimp. Let's see. Oh, look, I'm just going to show you. Fried shrimp, corn, 1 egg, and I did fried snow crabs. So, is it snow crab? Yeah, I guess so. But it's shrimp. See that shrimp? Oh no, my corn. And I should have got another different plate. See that? Fried. So we about to, well, I'm about to eat, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm gonna try to talk. Y'all, where is my, I'm gonna try to eat and talk. I got a sauce that I made. Let's see the sauce. But alright, let's talk about them. So they are 6 months old. They are fraternal twins. Y'all so good. So, okay. So you guys, when I got pregnant with them, I knew off gate I was pregnant. My symptoms were like way crazy. Oh my god, it was crazy. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Alright. I knew I was pregnant. I took a test. All my symptoms, like, my symptoms were, I was sleeping all the time. I was sleeping all the time. I was, nauseous. I really don't, I think that was it. Nauseous, sleep all the time. Yeah, I was always tired, y'all. But I kind of figured at first I had just went back to work. So I kind of thought it was because I had just started back working, my whole body routine. I was home with the kids for months after I had my second child. So I was like, okay. I cannot. Anyway, so I took a test. Y'all, time I took the test, I didn't have to wait. It just boom boom popped up 2 lines, pregnant. So maybe a couple of days later, Ella. A couple of days later, what do you think of? I kind of was thinking, like, why do I feel this way? Maybe I'm farther along in my pregnancy than what I really was. Ooh. ain't got no meat in her. Anyways, so I got some scissors. I'm sorry, I ain't been showing y'all the food. It's glass, so hopefully y'all can see it. I can't. Anyways, so I kept telling everybody basically. I said, well, I feel like it's 2 babies, even though I didn't really know if it was. I just kind of felt saying that. Well, ended up having to go to the hospital because I was bleeding. Like that weekend, actually, that same weekend, I found I was actually pregnant by the test. So went to the doctor. Went to the hospital. Got checked out. Nothing was wrong. Everything was fine. Oh, no. I had I think something placenta. Something with my placenta. That was what's wrong. Something was going on with my placenta. But the baby was okay. They said the baby was okay. So I went to ultrasound. And that's when they told me. She was technically wasn't supposed to tell me. But she was looking at it and she said, don't tell nobody I'm telling you this. She said, but there's 2 babies in there. Y'all, my heart dropped. And I didn't know. It wasn't a bad feeling. It wasn't a mad feeling. It was just 2 babies. Like, nah, y'all lying. There's not no 2 babies in there. It cannot be no 2 babies in there. Even though I have been saying, like, I really know that you really think, oh, I'm about to have twins. Okay, cool. So, God. My table is clean. So, anyways, that's when I found out I was having twins. Ooh. Hi, Ella. So, that's how I knew I was having twins. I did not believe it for the longest, you guys. I was in denial that I was having twins. For the longest, I didn't even look like I was having twins. So, yeah. So, my whole pregnancy was, like, awesome. It was good up until 30 weeks, you guys. That's when I was put on bed rest. All the way up until I had them, I was on strict bed rest. So, the only time I left the house was I did go grocery shopping. And to all my appointments. Which was, that was it. At the end of the pregnancy, I was going to the hospital, not the hospital, I was going to my doctor's twice a week. And then every week I was going to the hospital to do basically a stress test to check up on the girls, make sure they was good, because it's 2 in there. Y'all are so good. I wish I can taste this food. Anyway, so we scheduled a induced date. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I tried everything. I'm so good. She's sleepy. Amber, you ain't sleeping, mama. Y'all just so chill. Y'all know y'all not even chill. Y'all be talking. They chilling. Y'all, they are good babies. Very good babies. They just clingy. They babies. They mommy. We all at home all the time. So, so I did everything to get them out. I did castor oil. Do not do castor oil, y'all. Well, do what you want. Everybody's birth and labor is different. Everybody's experience is different. Enjoy your pregnancy. If you guys are, pregnant or going to become pregnant, have babies, enjoy your pregnancy, okay? Because everyone is totally different. All my pregnancy and labors were total, especially my labors. Oh my God, they was all totally different. Alright, y'all. So, when we scheduled my induced date. What's wrong? What's wrong? I can't. I don't know why my napkins always be. Hold on, Mama. You want that? Don't come on. My labor, when we scheduled when we scheduled to be induced, I was walking around 4 to 5 centimeters dilated, and I was 38 weeks and 1 day when I went into be induced. Which I was very, excuse me, I was very happy about it, because when I was over being pregnant, and two, I was ready to see the babies, what they look like, who they look more like me, dad, anybody else in the family. If they, when you got 2 babies, you're ready to see them, especially when you got twins. When you got 2, even if if they're identical or fraternal, it's still a different experience than having 1 baby, because it's 2. Y'all, I went in, that morning, I got up. I didn't even sleep the night before. I got up, got dressed. My bag was already packed. You guys, my mom and my sister was there. Love them. Love you guys. They were there. My sister came down. My mom, she was staying with my mom, and they were doing their thing that morning, because when you get induced, you have to wait for them to call you. They'll tell you a time. They were like, okay, well, it's going to be sometime in the morning. You don't know exactly what time. You got to wait for them to call. So, y'all was mad and upset about that part. But anyways, so I'm sitting there ready to go. I'm like, come on, I'm ready. I'm tired of the babies. I think I was up at like 5. I really didn't sleep that night before because I was anxious. Got dressed, got ready. I didn't ever think they was going to call, because I actually did call up there, because I was like, well, they said morning time. It's about to be 11 o'clock. But it's still morning, y'all, but I was ready to have my babies. So, we went in, and then, no, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Got the phone call. So my mom and my sister ended up meeting me at the hospital. So when you get there, you got to check in. Y'all, we still had to wait at least 35 to 40 minutes until we could get into my room. As we were waiting, me and my sister, we was waiting to be, so there's a regular sitting area, and then when you're in the delivery room, there's another sitting area. So me and my sister was in the upper sitting area in labor delivery waiting for my room. Okay, so we're sitting there, we laughing, we talking. Y'all, I started realizing I was cramping, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So they call us back, get to the room, get all the IVs in and all of that good stuff. Excuse me. Get all the stuff ready. Hey. Then they put me on the monitor, having contractions. To me, my contractions just feel like I'm cramping, like I'm on my period. Y'all, I didn't get what is it called? I didn't do the strep B test, so I had to get Pitocin. And they didn't want to come. They were gonna come initially break my water, but since I didn't have the strep B thing, they wanted to give me penicillin. Sorry, y'all, penicillin. So I had to have that for at least 3 hours. Y'all, but things changed. I got it in me, and we was doing it. I kept feeling like cramps, whatever. We laughing, we talking. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so when should I get, because I already knew how I wanted the map down. At least for me, I wanted to get this narcotic drug, which it makes you really loony and happy. So you'll feel the contraction, but then after the contraction is gone, you feel like nothing's happened. So I wanted that because I never really kind of felt real contractions on my own with my pregnancies, which I'll do another delivery story about each of my kids, so then you understand why. I don't really know what complete labor contractions felt like. Well, I'm not gonna do another thing. With my daughter, my contractions felt like, well, with my daughter, y'all, I didn't feel contractions until I faked my labor with my daughter. I faked my labor with her, y'all. My oldest daughter, Eden. I faked my labor with her. So when I got to the hospital, they broke my water. I was having contractions, didn't feel them. They felt like period cramps. Yeah, so I didn't feel them. They gave me Pitocin to up my contractions. I was like, okay. So when you get Pitocin, that's fake. It's the stuff that help you contract, but it makes you contract way harder than what you would contract on your own. So that's how I didn't know what real contractions felt for me, because it was like extremely crazy. Alright, with my son, I just had back pains, cramping, like I was on my period the whole entire time. I ended up driving myself to the doctor because I started having consistent cramping, and I just didn't know, and I was like a 4 and 5 centimeter dilated with him. But on my way to the doctor to get checked out, you guys, my sister was on the phone, and she was kind of calculating, and even though they wasn't bad, it was like a consistent cramping pain, but then it was like another type of pain with it that was like a tightening, but my stomach wasn't tightening and it wasn't bad. So she kept, she was on the phone, she was calculating. She was like, I think this is the real thing. But you guys, I thought I was like in the beginning kind of stage of labor, not, anyways, the beginning. So I get to the doctor. This time I'm realizing I'm having contractions, but they're not bad. I'm not in pain. They don't hurt, but I can tell they're contractions. So, and they're stronger than Braxton Hicks. So I was like, okay, well, let me get this. Get this, y'all. So, my egg. So, no, you gonna smile at mommy? I see you with your teeth. I see you. Your sister catching up to you. She getting that tooth thing, boy. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Alright, y'all. So, they checked me out. I'm 8 centimeters dilated. They rushed me over to the hospital. Boom. That's the beginning of labor of my son. So, this is how I didn't know what real contractions felt like until really then. But with my twins, all of that happened, you guys, and then I was in the hospital laughing, talking, chatting it up, chilling with my sister and my mom. The nurse had walked out and she was like, well, we're gonna go ahead and get the epidural and stuff ready, so when the time comes we can give it to you. Y'all, this nurse walked out the door, y'all. Time she walked out, that's when my contractions went crazy. I screamed. I had tears coming down my eyes. I had never felt pain like that before. Like, I felt pain like that, but you kind of forget the actual pain when you have multiple kids or multiple pregnancies, and I had mine back to back. So, y'all, that pain came, then it kept coming. I was like feeling the urge that it's time for these babies to come. Y'all, everything went so freaking fast. So fast. So good. So good. So, I was on penicillin. I was not done with my dose. Y'all, they had to up it. Like, up it. It to the point when it was coming in my IV, my arm completely was in so much pain, and I said something. They was like, we have to up it, because I was about to push these babies out, and I did push them out. I did not have a C-section, you guys. So they are getting stuff ready. They're telling my mom and my sister to change. I was able to have both of them in the operating room, because when you have twins, you automatically, you know, even if you're having a C-section or just pushing them out, because anything can happen, you are in a operating room. So normally you're only allowed to have one person. I got special privileges and was able to have both of my special people, which is my mom and my sister there. What else? Where am I at? So, yeah, everything looked good. Well, it didn't go good. They upped my Pitocin. Once they upped my Pitocin, No, let me go back. So, I was given the narcotics right before I had that big, scream, you guys. So, the narcotics was already there. So, that's why we was laughing and chatting it up. But our contractions weren't bad. They was just giving it to me to make sure I had it, because that's what I wanted. Did that. So, they upped my Pitocin. No, they up that. Then they came in and rushed the epidural. Got my epidural, you guys. Time, like, everything really literally went boom, boom, boom. So it was like crazy. Got my epidural. They were still pushing the Pitocin because they want to make sure it got the full dose so nothing wouldn't, be contracted to the kids. Make sure I was good. Make sure the girls are good. I had not got one good piece of meat out of this darn thing yet, y'all. I don't know if it's because I fried it or what, but I think that's what it is. It's kind of making me want like just one nice piece that I can pull out. Why can't I get that? This is what I get. I'm not about to play around with this. So anyways, got the epidural. I'm like, knowing I need to push. They want to come and make sure. They came in and checked my certs to see. They were like, doctor was like, yeah, it's time to push. So they were like rushing everybody to the, they were rushing my mom and my sister to get their clothes on. So my mom they were doing that. Somehow in the mix before they started rushing them, like I said, guys, it was all back to back. So, you okay, Mama? You okay? Yes, you are, Mama. So, what did they do? They were checking me. My mom was in the bathroom. They were telling my sister, okay, we about to change, take her, da-da-da. I was so drugged up off the narcotics, and then I just had the epidural, and everything was going so fast. I was still in and out because it's a narcotics, and it's a narcotics, okay? And it's good narcotics, okay? So, uh-oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? You talking? I know. I see you, Ella. I see you too, Emery. I see you, Mama. So, while they was checking me, baby B, which Ella was baby B, and Emery was baby A. Baby B heart rate went down. So that's when everything even got more chaotic. When it was like nurses I ain't seen, doctors and I haven't seen, they all rushed in. Y'all, they rushed me into the OR. Like, that's how fast it went. Rush, 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 because time was not on our side at this point. It was get these babies out, go to these babies ready to come. And then with something going on with her heart rate. So they got her back steady, wheeled me down the hallway. Y'all, I got into this white room, cold as I don't know what, with a whole bunch of faces that I was like not expected to see. I think this is the most scared I have ever been in life, because it's a different type of scared. Now it's like, this is the real deal. I've been pregnant for 38 weeks. You told me as twins. I have not been, believing as twins. I want them to come out. I want everything to go smooth. Everything, my mind is already racked up because I'm scared. I'm in this room. It's all these people looking at my vajayjay. Luckily, I had my mom and my sister there, and it was time to push. I pushed baby A out. She came out, y'all. Came out. They let me see her for 1 second, and then they took her into this other room. So it was like the OR and then another room inside the OR. That's where they took both of the girls. So the girls were not in the room with me. Got to see her little tiny face. Y'all, they were so little. Got to see their face. I might cry. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I was gonna cry, but I think remembering back, thinking about this, trying to remember everything and tell you guys, just to see how tiny they were, and look how big they are now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, I pushed her out. They let me see Emery, this is Emery, baby A. Push her out, let me see her. My mom went straight back with her. Like, my mom did not take no eyes off them little girls. She was with them. Time next, she went back with them. So, I don't know why I'm about to cry, y'all. So, 23 minutes later, not 33, 23 minutes later, I pushed baby BB out, which is Ella. Y'all, they let me see her, and then they took her straight back to where my mom and the baby A was at. They worked on me, made sure I was good, and then they started to wheel me back to the room. I was wheeled back to the room. I didn't have no babies. And for a second, I was worried that something had happened because I didn't know completely. Y'all was still narcotic up, okay? Like, what you talking about? You want them to see you and hear you too? I know that's right. I know that's right. Go Ella. Go Ella. What you doing, Momo? You eating your hand? Yeah, I know. I know. So, God, I was like, so y'all, I was like really scared because I didn't know what was going on. My babies wasn't there. I got to see them for 1 second out. So, like, I started panicking and thinking these things. My mom, my sister, the doctors, and the nurse, they all walked in at the same time with these 2 little pretty babies. Pretty gorgeous babies. And they were both 5 pounds. I can't remember the ounces, but they were both 5 pounds. They were little, 5 pounds each. When we left out the hospital, not the day after that, because the day after that I ended up having surgery that morning. So yeah. So the day we left the hospital, they were 5 pounds even each of them. So y'all, it was so beautiful. Like, I couldn't have a better, for me, I don't know. I think that was, like, better. Because I know some people can have rough, pregnancies. And some people can have, like, super easy. I love my stories of how I had all my kids. Because with my son, I could have had my son on the side of the road, y'all. I had dropped, I don't know, I was crazy. I had dropped my daughter off. Okay, so when I was pregnant with my son, we lived not even 10 minutes away from the hospital. But my daughter was supposed to go to my grandmother's house while I was going into labor. So my grandmother was like 45 minutes away from. I drove there, you guys, and then I had to drive to the hospital. 45 minutes. So 45 minutes, pretty much 45 minutes there. About 45 minutes. Y'all, I could have had that boy, and I was on the highway, and and it was like almost traffic time. So I could have been in traffic or in an accident or something. Like, not me in an accident, but there's always accidents. It could have been something that's happened on the highway, which would have prolonged me from getting to the hospital. Y'all, I didn't even know I was 8 centimeters dilated. When they checked me, he was like, are you here with somebody? I was like, no, I drove myself. And he's like, you drove yourself? I'm like, yeah, homie, I drove myself. What you mean? I'm an independent woman. I probably shouldn't have been driving myself, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You see your sister? She laughing at you. Yeah. And then, so I could have had him on the side of the road, but I didn't. I did cry. When I first found out I was 8 centimeters dilated and they rushed me to. So, the hospital is right across from the doctor's office. And they rushed me to the hospital when I was pregnant with him. Y'all, when they pulled me up to the hospital, I sat there and cried. I was so mad. I was on the phone with my sister. My sister wasn't there. My mom wasn't there. Like, when I first got there. Like, my mom made it probably 30 minutes before I pushed him out. And my sister made it literally probably 30 minutes after I pushed him out. So, I was just so upset because they were there for both both of them were there for my daughters. Like, you know, through the whole pregnancy up until I had them to labor. And so it was supposed to be the same way. And they were there for the girls both times. So it is a great experience, y'all. Like, with my daughter, my oldest daughter, Eden, y'all, I faked my labor with her, y'all. I was 40 weeks and 2 days. What are you doing? I see you. I see you. I see you, see ya. Having babies is a beautiful thing. Hold on, let me wipe my hand out. Okay. I'm gonna wipe my hand. Ooh. I always be dropping y'all, don't I? I'm sorry. I stay dropping y'all. My bad. I be dropping the family. I say, stop doing that. Don't do that, mommy. What you doing, mommy? What you doing? Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. Say hello. Hello. Don't mind mommy mess. Don't mind my mess. Don't mind my mess. Now, you guys, having babies are a beautiful thing. I got my tubes tied. Maybe I'll do another video on that. So, if you like this video, even though I know I am all over the place in this video because I'm just trying to remember and make sure I'm telling y'all everything and not forgetting nothing. So, hope y'all liked it. But if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up. So, if I at least get 5 likes, then I'll do if I get 5 likes, I'll do my tubalization story. Just small, simple. You ain't gonna have to hear me rumble. It's a very simple procedure. Yeah, pretty much. So I can, if I get 5 likes, then I'll do a video about that. Something so y'all won't be hearing me like that. But y'all, if I would not have had my tubes done, and like I told Bae, if we were financially had money, okay, if we had money, I would have another baby. Just one more though. I would definitely want another child. I still could have another baby, but I would have to do, you know, go to the doctor for that and get them to get me to have the baby. Put the baby in me, or however you want to say it. You know, it's a process, and that's money, and we don't have money like that to be doing that or to have another baby. And I know right now where we are at, we don't need no more kids. We got 5 kids. I have 4. He has 1 from a previous relationship, which is still my baby too. So we have 5. So we don't need no more right now. But if we had money, I would love 1 more. And I would love a boy. So altogether, there are 4 girls and 1 boy. So of course, I would want at least 1 more boy. Ain't that right? Wouldn't you want to be an older sister? No, mommy. No, mommy. No, mommy. So, just a little bit about the girls. They're both 6 months old. This is baby A, Emery. She likes to sit up. They like to do a lot of tummy time. She had just started breaking a tooth in. Mad chill. She's more clingy to me because, you know, mommy, it's us all day. So she more definitely clingy. Ella is my chill baby. And she kills me, y'all. She sometimes wanting to cry, and she doesn't cry. She ends up just smiling at you. Very happy babies. I was definitely blessed with some sweet, good babies. Even my older kids, they are sweet. They are sweet kids, good babies, as y'all can tell. They just the most though. The most meaning, mommy got to run around, you know, do one for them, do one for the other one. So it be like that, right, Ella? It be like that. Mommy got to divide all her time and attention. And it be hard, y'all, but she does it. And I feel like I do it well. How? Okay? Do mommy do a good job? Thank you. I try. I do it for my pretty babies, don't I? I do. I do. Y'all, Ella's chill. She already got 2 teeth, y'all. She be trying to jump up and down, stand up. They both be trying to stand up on their own. Didn't I? And my babies did so good in this video. Oh my god. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want for me to do a video on my surgery, removal of my tubes, give me up to 5 likes, you guys. Yeah, I talk so much in this video, I don't know what's up. But anyways, if you like to become a part of the crazy, what is it called? Dang, see, my moves don't have to train of thought. If you would like to become part of the Crazy Fam gang, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. Ham. Yo, I'm crazy. But you already know. Oh, nothing but positive vibes till another video. Oh. Y'all, I'm out.